Whether it's Muhammad or Jesus, Jerusalem and Israel, centered around these people, it does not have to do with a location on a map. It doesn't make sense where Jerusalem is located if you compare it to what's going on in the Bible, because that's what the controllers do. They take what is essentially a teaching about your body and your mind, and they project it out into the world and make it some kind of external worldly thing. Peace in Jerusalem is peace in your temple. Jerusalem means city of peace. Where is peace? You cannot find it in a temple somewhere outside of you in a city. This is the only place you find peace. Israel is the heart. They're all waiting for peace in Israel, right? And it's sacred, and it's in all of these teachings. Everything is circling around this teaching. Israel is the heart. Israel. Isis, Ra, El. Feminine, masculine, God. When you take these teachings and you put them in the proper context in which they were originally meant, then you understand that it is about your physiology and how you as an individual raise yourself up. You come out of Egypt and you go into heaven. You ascend because heaven is the mind. But you can't do that without the heart in a state of peace. The heart is the center that affects all the 7 energy centers, the 7 churches. The 7 churches can be corrupted by lust, which are the 7 demons, or they can be liberated by the 7 angels. And the wrath that you experience is when you're going through this cleansing process, when you're letting go of this need to control things and to lust and crave things. In all of your energy centers, you experience the wrath of God in that way. That's what these things meant. And you may not like it if you're a Christian or just someone who believes these things were meant to be taken in that literal sense. But whether it was something that actually happened in the world, and these are places on a map, it doesn't matter because you can't do anything about that. It doesn't help you in any way. And the only thing that's going to make the world better is you changing and me changing. I have to have peace in my heart and peace in my head before I can make my life better, peaceful, and be content or happy. Nothing outside of me is going to do that for me or you. You have to do the work. No one has ever been saved from their sins because people still sin. People still have lust in their heart. They still are greedy. They still have pride. They're not saved. Even though they say, I've been saved, I'm a Christian. No, you have not. You are still struggling with lust in your heart. When you have sexual urges, that's the temptation that you experience. And that battle to subdue those sexual urges or the urge for food, gluttony, that's the battle, the spiritual battle going on within you. And if you give in to any of those things, that's considered sin because it is a low vibration. And the sin, of course, as I've said before, is a sine wave, which represents the material plane of existence.